Hi. I thought today we'll work on a couple of things, okay? Just straighten them out, a couple of routines and try and put them together like we've normally been doing, all right? We start in that position, and then we move to the left 2 times and to the right twice, okay? So we go 1, 2. That's it. That's it. Move. That's it. Move your hip. Come on. That's it. With your arms now. That's it. Okay.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
I only heard from 2 teams. Guess what the 2 teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you gonna be?
Who that?
Hey, Shannon, one of them little white girls at the door, she got on a Gucci dog collar talking about she came over here instead of letting you choke her in public.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't think you can start disrespecting me because you got the little white girl at the door and you live on the air, bro. I don't care about you being live on the air. Who you think you talking to?
Next door.
That's what I thought, bro. You better be talking to next door, man. You got me all the way messed up. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again. Just because you got all these cases and all that stuff going on, man, don't mean you gonna start disrespecting me, bro. Stop choking them little white girls. Got me all the way messed up. Hall of Fame head ass.
Cincinnati Bengals was one.
So what the Middies guy filed a lawsuit against YouTube. YouTube won the lawsuit. These people paid for this man to go and file this lawsuit. He lost the lawsuit. After losing the lawsuit, you get a certain amount of time to basically write why you think that it should not have been dismissed. Now, he was supposed to have gotten a hearing date. This is where the promise came in, that we were going to lose our channel. The first thing that I want you to understand is that this guy is so fucking dumb and these people are so fucking misled that they thought that he was going to get our channel taken from us through a civil lawsuit that wasn't even filed against me. It was filed against YouTube. It added Money Boy Trey, some other YouTubers, and me into a lawsuit saying basically to show cause we were agents of doing what he was claiming and alleging. But he lost the shit. So then after losing the damn lawsuit, he creates a goddamn follow-up saying, this is why I think I shouldn't have had this case dismissed. And he puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. 5 minutes. He puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. And then the judge says, basically, fuck that. We don't need another hearing. We do not need another hearing. I'm going to make my decision. I have enough evidence and I've seen enough to know what I'm going to do. But let me help you out. If it was already dismissed, fucktard, when I say that the lawsuit is processing, I'm saying now the judge don't even want to see your dirty, dusty, fat, stupid, busted ass. He's going to make his ruling without you when he's ready. There is no date aside. It's assigned. It's processing, ho. You lost. And our channel is still here. And when you keep on looking at all of these promises that are being made and nothing is happening, that should tell y'all everything you need to know. That's why they are not to be taken serious.
Cinematic, huh? Wherever you are, wherever you're ready, sir. Should have put a hand up.
Oh, before we leave, I just wanted to just kind of, first, I just want to say that Jesus is the way, the truth, the life, and to any of, the world that's hearing this message, the kingdom of heaven is near. Jesus is coming back, and we all have to repent for our sins, and we have to put our faith in Jesus. He will come back when you least expect it. And, it's time to wake up if you haven't put your faith in Jesus Christ.
chain, new blick, new bitch, new fit, independent with a nigga price, she'll sing, she'll smoke like black man, the one with the wood tip. I ain't in the boardroom, bitch, I'm on some hood shit. Will'll never tell on me, he ain't case so pop. Not this ain't an old turd, nigga, this a new drop. Wish call 50p, chain call 10 blocks. Mailman money, watch the bill, get shielded off. Fan private, I can switch, shoot the blitz, southpaw. Ex-baby baller, got a crib out of Utah. I was in the A, sorry, Bush, sitting to the rock. We can do it from the shoulders, I'll break a nigga jaw. I can turn a regular street nigga to a tri-star. Growing up a nigga, kept a bang roller fast car. They were trying to block me, they were trying to stop me. I'ma go and get 100 and nigga watch me. I sup on the floor with no mice and incest. I know they hate and they want me to regress. I took them chances, I ain't got no regret. For that little money, my boy, I'm not impressed. She tryna trap me, but I cannot give in. This shit for life, if you circle, we locked in. Labels keep calling, they want me to sign it. I'm already good, cause the streets is behind it. 9K outfit, nigga in the 5-match, total girl, I'ma get them my cone right back. Say she wanna leave, but I know she coming right back. I don't want the cheap shit, I just want the high bag. NFL money, walk around with the thigh pads. I'ma blow it back today, nigga, I'm a pop tag. I ain't finna play, I'm putting belt to an op-ed. Weed in the trailer home, feeling like white trash. Pre-roll lace with the Keith in the good hat. Smoke down the road, I can get a nigga throw slash. Mailman dropping outside at the donut. Puffing on good turf, finna throw a shroom back. Niggas ain't getting to the money, they just look like it. That ain't real high grades, I just look like 16,000 pound come in, I got excited. I ain't eating nothing this week, I'm on the rack diet. New chain, new blick, new bitch, new fit, independent with a nigga price, she'll sing, she'll smoke like black man, the one with the wood tip. I ain't in the boardroom, bitch, I'm on some hood shit. Will'll never tell on me, he ain't case so pop. Not this ain't an old turd, nigga, this a new drop. Wish call 50p, chain call 10 blocks. Mailman money, watch the bill, get shielded off. Fan private, I can switch, shoot the blitz, southpaw. Ex-baby baller, got a crib out of Utah. I was in the A, sorry, Bush, sitting to the rock. We can do it from the shoulders, I'll break a nigga jaw. I can turn a regular street nigga to a tri-star. Growing up a nigga, kept a bang roller fast car. They were trying to block me, they were trying to stop me. I'ma go and get 100 and nigga watch me.
FBI, further in, I missed the feds. If I knew they was gonna snitch on me, I should've popped Gucci up in his leg. But it's cool, I like the feds. I'm getting milk, bitch, with the bread. And I'm in here with my dad, so it shouldn't even be that bad. They said they tracked my GPS, man, but I know he opened his mouth. You from the east side of Atlanta, I'm from the south side of the south. I'm from the streets for real, man, so you already know that I don't play. Only time you see me playing is if I'm winning up on state. The commissary ain't coming till next week. 30, pass me your plate. You want your corn? Get your bitch ass out my face. Having fun up in this bitch, dog. I'm really having my way. Lontrell Williams Sr., you're free to go. Hold up, wait. We only been up in here for 12 hours and they already letting you out. Now I'm sitting here thinking about what kind of words came out your mouth. There's 9 of us up on this case. You was the one with the mini drink. Everybody had a gun, nigga, but we the only ones gotta wait.
God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro.
Did you know that? I mean, everybody knows that, but the way you know it now, did you know it before that incident took place?
You can know it all you want, but until you got to pick up that cross that you can't carry, and he picks it up for you and carries you and the cross, then you know.
Factor this in. I got 15 in the first. That was easy. Wasn't doing nothing. It was easy. I was just...
What 81 you talking about?
Kobe's 81.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
Kobe's 81. Kobe's 81.
We appreciate
Kobe's
y'all tuning in out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCown, Cemetery Lane. We did it. Out the mud.
Holy shit!
Stop bouncing me. Yay!
Hit the ball. Yeah, drop the bat, run. Drop the bat. Drop the bat. Yeah. Bat flipped on a single. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Come here, buddy.
What's going on?
I play basketball all the time. Okay. Hey, first you put the eggs in it. This right here. We're top. Okay. When it's 10, I go to 10. I won!
Good job.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the video, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I can't look like a pay and I will never squeal. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the ring scoring. I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I'll ride you to jail. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up with the steel. I'ma pull up with the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop camming, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitchin'. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin'. I wanna grind, got money on my mind, put money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing my shit. Remember my time, I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna clone me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song. No, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. nothing on fire. Yeah.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
Bro, this ain't it, dog.
What? That was pain I was spitting. The depressed music is in.
Listen, you really want to pop? Diss somebody.
Oh, yeah. People love beef. But who could I beef with? Oh, yeah, I got somebody in mind. DJ Pooh, start that beat up, homie. Bitch, what you thought I forgot? I'm grown now. You think just because I came out your womb, your slew-footed ass can tell me what to do? Hell no, you got something else coming. In 03, you embarrassed me when you caught me and my friend smoking. Your big ass walked up, built like a fridge with the doors open. When I was a kid, she made me wear a helmet when I rode my bike. Woman had me in that ghetto school when she know my ass couldn't fight. You keep cutting the beat off, man. What's up?
Bro, you making a diss track about your moms?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The woman that raised you?
Hold on now, she wasn't always there. She used to work 2 jobs and come home late and cook dinner for me. Talking about I gotta clean the kitchen. Talking about she too tired to clean the kitchen because she been working all day trying to support this family. Ain't nobody told your goofy ass to get 2 jobs, mama? What? Hey, I'm not a street nigga. I'm from the streets, bitch.
Late night crew. I want to see what the fuck going on, man. Happy Friday, fuckers. Say what's up to your boy. It is Wrestlemania Friday. Tato Gaming, Scott Johnson, Bob Janice, good afternoon. Boston, Boston, it's gonna be a lot of cheap pops this weekend. We gonna see, I got some big spoilers, Boston. I got some massive spoilers. I gotta actually put a spoiler thing out when I start up the other one. We should be live no later than 6:30 today so we can have a WrestleMania preview. Kendra, what's happening? Big, what up, though? GB, what's happening? GB in the cut one time, ladies. You know what the fuck we doing. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Clee, what's happening, cuz? April, what up? I want to wake my voice up. My voice is a little stagnant today. Not like bad. It's a little stagnant. I want to wake my shit up for wrestling. I don't want to just go from chilling to screaming. Because there's going to be a lot of screaming this, well, maybe not so much. Tomorrow there will be lots of screaming. Yeah, you know he is. Triple pop with the cheap pop. None of it's gonna ever lead to shit. Like, there's something happening on SmackDown tonight. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But I'll be there. But I will be there. I just want to come talk about one story right quick. I'm gonna take my bitch ass down the road. Donis, what up? Well, I don't necessarily want to say gimmicks for the ratings, Scott, because it is like you do get a lot of returns and shit like that.
But in more recent time, the returns mean less and less. You always had a return or two that you clearly knew was like for a night only because of who it is. You know what I'm saying? But that turns into like all of the, that's not supposed to be all the big surprises. All the big surprises are not supposed to be temporary. We need big surprises that, oh shit, this is the way wrestling is now. I'm sure Mr. Beast will make an appearance or some shit tonight. Scott, Free, what the fuck going on? But we are not here for wrestling. Wrestling is very soon. We gotta talk about this Dianna Russini shit. This shit is ridiculous, bro. KS Dubs happening. So look, I'm gonna be here quickly, surgically. I'm leaving. It's just as simple. Now, do you know who Dianna Russini is? Because if you don't, I got you.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Spoiler alert.
She belongs to the streets.
Today, the New York Post posted photos of the Patriots head coach along with The Athletic's NFL insider Dianna Russini getting cozy together in Arizona.
Physical build. He's a very large human being and can be very intimidating, which I laughed. I said, stop. That's not something that's real.
She belongs to the streets.
I like to dig, and sometimes I like to poke around in places where people
Stay safe.
don't want to be poked. And you have to have an ironclad stomach in this league to deal with it. And I'm a different person, obviously. Like, I have to be different with these guys.
You guys know that we're in the middle of the off season when I bring you a video like this, and this situation is absolutely crazy, okay? So on Saturday, March 28th, the head coach of the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, checks into a luxury resort in Sedona, Arizona. That same weekend, the senior NFL insider for The Athletic.
So, she's another Joy Taylor, and this is what I've been talking about for years. People think I'm misogynist. I don't have a problem with women reporting on sports. I have a problem with certain women reporting on sports. Mainly the ones who don't know what the fuck they talking about and spend more time trying to look sexy on air than fucking know what they talking about. I'd rather listen to ugly-ass, manly Jackie McMullen than most of you hoes. Like, I'd rather listen to Doris Burke than most of you bitches. Like, and most of you hoes don't look better than Tracy Wilson anyway, who don't want that smoke. But this new feminist era where it ain't really feminist, it's whores under the guise of women's power being whores in their positions, and now they getting exposed. This shit is not surprising. Diane, bro, these girls be in tight ass dresses, outfits, pants and shit, walking around a locker room full of naked men. Oh yeah. And the Boston. Just wait. Yep, Vrabel and Russini are married. But just you wait about that. Just wait.
You know, the reporter who has been driving every single major Patriot story of this entire offseason checks into the same resort. They had breakfast together on the patio at 10:30 in the morning. They spent an hour at the pool. They got into a hot tub. They held hands.
That's not a normal reporter relationship. I'm sorry.
Hugged, and that night on the rooftop of one of the hotel bungalows, they danced together. On Friday, those photos went public, and it caused the entire NFL world to lose its mind. But here's where it gets a little crazy. This isn't just a
When that motherfucker tweeted, I mean, cheating is the Patriots way, I was done. You would expect nothing less but the Patriots coach to get caught cheating. This is what they do.
Story about Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini being caught holding hands at a resort. This actually explains a lot. This is a story about who has been telling you what you think you know about the New England Patriots for the past 4 months. And once you see this pattern, you can't unsee it. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe and turn on our notifications because we're almost at 1.1 billion subscribers. We're like 3,000 subscribers away. Now let's get to today's video. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Let me set the table on what actually got published on Friday, okay? Because the details matter, and they're gonna matter even more about 5 minutes into this video. So earlier on Friday, page 6 of the New York Post dropped an exclusive report with photos of Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini, the senior NFL insider for The Athletic, at the Ambient Resort in Sedona, Arizona.
See, you see this place? Does this look like a place that you would just meet a reporter at? Do you know what the Cerberus is? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Tommy!
Got the cap.
All right, Cerberus. S-Y-B-A-R-I-S. I don't know if there are any outside. I think there is outside of Indianapolis. The Cerberus is basically, it looks like this. You see how it looks like a apartment complex type of building? Like these buildings look like some apartments. Well, what these really are like couples rental units. I guarantee this shit in Sedona ain't no difference. Ain't no different. This is where you take, if you rich, you take a bitch out here. If you trying to quote unquote close a deal, or you wait like you're supposed to and take your real girl here, you know, the girl that deserve it. Nah, this is like rich side joint shit. So yeah, pretty much everybody in here rich and on private shit. That's why you see like spiral staircases coming from these rooftops and shit like that. Each one of these buildings is probably like one spot for the people. And then, you know, you'll have the luxury, you know, depending on which spot you got the luxury amenities inside. And you see they got the pool and this is the community pool and world pool type shit. So if you like, back in Indianapolis, they show commercial shit for all the time where it's like, you know, one of the rental units in Indianapolis is famous for having a water slide in there. So like literally your room is like, you know, a big ass room, if you will. Let me see if I can pull it up. I be forgetting I'm sitting here on the internet sometimes when I be describing shit. Oh, that's what I want. Let me see if I can find one of the old school commercials. You know me and my retro commercial shit. Oh, they got the real OG one. Stop playing. This is the greatest day. Anytime I can find any retro shit I used to watch, whenever I could think of something random and find it, it's the greatest moment for me. Right, daughters. More like all honeymoon suites. This ain't the same thing as, oh, me and the hotel reporter are staying at the same hotel. Nah, that ain't the same shit at all. And so when I heard them motherfuckers try to be like that, and I saw this shit, and I'm like, nigga, this don't even look like no record. This looks like some shit I've been wanting to take Christy to since we've been married. You know, I mean, and I understand he's the Patriots coach, and you know, she ain't no slouch reporter. Like, you know, he may have paid for it or whatever, but she could have easily paid for it as well. All right, here we go. Let me fix this file name. That is a pet peeve of mine. 1991. It's crazy. I remember these commercials too. And then when I got an adult, they were like still coming on, but older. I almost went there like twice and then ended up doing like something else each time. Almost took Crissy here twice. Never got to do it. What is the timestamp here? 2:09. Thank you.
Did you know that there's a warm, tropical environment only minutes from your home? Sybaris Pool Suites. Swimming pools with waterfalls, steam rooms, fireplaces. A one-night vacation in the tropics. And just think, you don't even have to pack. Sybaris Pool Suites. The tropics in your own backyard.
Call 708-298-5000 for a free brochure.
So there was one in Mequon. Is that how you say it? Wisconsin? Let me see if I can find the Indiana one. Indianapolis. Sheesh, these is, bro, throwback shit. Yeah, like, yep, and you would have the access. You could see that shit when you do the shit. They would have the access so you could get like the adult channels and all that shit. Like, it was definitely like some shit where it's like y'all go in and y'all don't come out for a couple days. Type of atmosphere.
For us, keeping our marriage first and foremost in our lives is really important. Being able to get away to Sybaris and just be with each other and get away from family and friends and kids, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, the atmosphere that they had set, there was...
Yeah, this looks like the shit that they were staying in. Some shit like this, some just over-the-top elevated hotel stay.
Roses on the bed, and Cody had bought me strawberries. We just noticed that our lives are in more balance whenever we can get away with one another.
Discover special
They fucking with the mirror on the ceiling. Y'all niggas ain't shit.
offers at Sybaris.com.
So yeah, that's what this shit looks like. This shit so if you've ever seen those type of places from the outside, this is what they look like from the outside.
According to the Post, a spy, their word, not mine, observed Dianna Russini, the senior NFL insider for The Athletic, at the ambient.
So the Sybaris in Indianapolis, when you get to like, cause it's by like the main UPS hub on the north side. Like when you go around it, that's kind of like what these buildings look like. They're very unassuming from the outside. And then, you know, all the shit is on the inside. So these rich niggas is out here in this shit. I guarantee that's why you could tell when you see shit like these lighted walkways and you got the fucking scenic shit in the background with the mountains and all the units got a spiral staircase where you probably go up here. It looks like that's a bench or something. You probably take the spiral staircase from inside to go gaze at the stars and all types of other shit. So this is not just like some, oh, I just got me a room here as like ain't no dude just getting a room here and ain't no chick just getting a room here. This ain't like that spot. This is clearly like a couple's hub. That's what made this shit worse for them, was just this spot. That's how people knew. If they had been seen at a hotel.
3:33 p.m.
I gotta turn that off. If they had got a hotel, if they was at a hotel, like at the Marriott or some shit, people wouldn't have thought twice about it.
resort in Sedona, Arizona. According to the Post, a spy, their word, not mine, observed the two of them throughout the day on Saturday, March 28th. When I tell you this story is crazy, it's because the timeline that was laid out for this is so specific. It's like the guy's job was literally stalking these two. First, there was
exactly Donis. Exactly Donis.
was breakfast on the patio of the hotel restaurant around 10:30 in the morning, then about an hour at the pool, then side by side in a hot tub. The photos show them holding hands and hugging.
And this looks like they on one of them rooftops. Dawn, what's happening? Happy Friday. This looks like they on one of them fucking rooftops.
And then the report says they were spotted again that evening on the private rooftop of one of the hotel's
So it was the rooftop
bungalows, which the Post describes as having glass walls and panoramic views of the Red Rock Formation.
See, so it's a hotel bungalow. You don't rent no bungalow for yourself. Like, bungalows ain't really no thing you do by yourself. Or if you do it by yourself, it's because you trying to bring some hoes back.
Where the two of them dance together. Now, Mike Vrabel has been married to his wife Jen since 1999. Dianna Russini has been married to Shake Shack executive Kevin Goldschmidt since 2020. They have
You married to the executive of Shake Shack?
From the streets did she emerge, into the street she will return.
She belongs to the streets.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Christy had been wanting to answer to. Oh, she going back to the streets, nigga. Hold on. I didn't realize Dianna Russini was getting ready to go back to the streets. Oh, you getting ready to go back to the streets. you on the way back. So all of this so your little career, cause trust me, in comparison to what he got going on, he was just patting you on your head with this shit. Go ahead, baby. I believe in you. She belongs to the streets. So you can't even be like you cheated on this nigga because Mike Vrabel got money. This nigga got money. Oh man, she a ho-ho.
two young sons together. Both Vrabel and Russini are public figures with families, and that's a piece of context that Page 6 wanted in the very first paragraph for a reason. And I want to be very clear about this from the very beginning. I am not here to tell you what was or what wasn't happening at this resort that is primarily marketed as a romantic honeymoon getaway for about 2,000.
Hashtag Shay was right. I told you, it's like I can see it from the outside. It's like a Sybaris. Romantic honeymoon suite type shit. Up to $21.60 a night. Shit, yeah. That's the main bitch only. And she gotta be acting right. It's not only just for the main bitch, she gotta be acting right. $2,100 a night, and you know she gonna want to be there more than 2 nights.
$1 a night. I don't know, you don't know, nobody on Twitter knows. This is not the story I'm interested in, and frankly, it's not even the most interesting story that's right in front of us. There are 2 children involved on one side of this and a 25-year marriage on the other. I'm not going there. What I am going to do is whatever—
I'm telling you, Clee, I'd be threatening Christy with that trip every time she said anything. So you want me to cancel that trip? If you think I'm getting ready to pay $2,200 a night, and you gonna talk to me, I gotta cancel this bitch. Cancel it. Hold on a second. I was like, it's like you could tell. Did you ever drive past Sybaris, like up there on the north side? So when I used to work, when I worked at that UPS with Jimmy for a little while on the north side, I had to do my training up there, and that's when I learned where it's at. It's right up there at that park, kind of that Dickie's barbecue we went to that time. Is right up there, and when you see the pictures of where they got caught, it looks just like these type of units, where it's like clear, and but these are crazy. All of them got spiral staircases, so yeah, they got caught up on the motherfucking rooftop shit too. Oh shit. So yeah, apparently her dude hired the PI. That Shake Shack nigga they showed us.
Every single person covering this story is too afraid to do, and why you guys are subscribed to me, which is ask the actual football question that is buried underneath all of this.
What is it?
Stick with me. Within hours of the photos going public, everybody involved was on the record, and
now this was the part this is when I knew it was a wrap. How are you saying that the photos are innocent? You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can get photographed with a girl and hug her or some shit, and people take that out of context, but you're at a motherfucking romantic honeymoon suite type of spot. Like, odds are no, y'all fucking.
responses are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, so let's actually look at them. Vrabes went first. In a statement to Page 6, the Patriots head coach said the photo showed a completely innocent interaction and called any suggestion otherwise laughable. He added that the situation didn't deserve any further response.
For $2,200, you can get a 3-story house in Emerald Isle in the off season for 8 days. Man, you get like $2,200. You can do a lot of damage. Cause like, especially like one thing I learned with Airbnb is like if you go to non-popular places, Nikki, you can get in fucking mansions, real life mansions for like $500-$600 a night. Mansions. I'm talking 15, 16 bedrooms and shit, sitting on an acre of land. I'm not even joking. Like you see that type of shit all the time. If you would, that's why you know, one thing I love when I was traveling across the country is like I tend to stay better the further from the major city I would be. I could stay in a major city maybe for about the same price I could be in maybe a 1-bedroom shack or even an apartment type of situation, and then the same price if you kind of out in the sticks, you fuck around being some big shit. It's fucking crazy. But did we catch the name of this shit in Sedona? I want to look that place up real quick. Ambiente. The Ambiente Sedona. Lord have mercy. Hold on, nigga. We fly high, no lie, you know it. Bowling. Yeah, you see they had an Eminem lookalike. You got that Slim Shady money to stay here, man. Hold on. Y'all celebrated 2,634 birthdays, 1,960 anniversaries, 158 proposals, 283 baby moons. Baby moons? What? 324. What the fuck is a baby moon? Does that mean like a vacation after y'all had the baby? Like what the... Bro, they just be making up shit to just drain your pockets, nigga. 324 honeymoons. How many divorces? And it's adult only. I know it is. So this is the hot tub they were sitting in right here. Man, it's fucking beautiful out here. Do you hear me? Look, no, y'all niggas was fucking on the roof. No! Oh no! No! So it's before the baby. Okay. Still sounds stupid. These niggas was fucking on the roof, bro. They got a whole, I didn't know it was a bed on, nigga, I gotta tell Crissy, bro, they be fucking on the roof, nigga. Oh. Fucking on the roof. Nigga, fucking this bitch on the roof is just die, bro. This done fucked my whole day up, bro. Fucking this bitch fireside to the stars is outrageous, nigga. Nigga, you trying to go to the roof and fuck? Nigga, I did not expect to turn this camera and see a roof on the bed. This, you gotta excuse me. That caught me all the way off guard. They got a fire pit and a bed on the roof, nigga. I told you, nigga, you come right out of your little unit, go up a spiral staircase. This looks like one of the more flyer ones. This is the lagoon view. Damn. That shit beautiful, bro. Look at that fucking water, bro. You can literally see straight that nigga. Yeah, this rich people shit. No. See, that's what Christy said too. The drones. This is rich people shit. They got real security and shit out there. That's why that motherfucker only had like that picture of them standing up on the roof, because he can't get them when they sitting down. Yeah, nah, ain't no flying no drone through there. Because you talking about like NFL coaches and shit like his go here? Nah, that security different. That security different. I mean, this shit is fucking amazing. Definitely got to take Christy here. And I'm definitely smashing on the roof. You ain't even got to ask. If Mike Vrabel can smash her on the roof, look at this shit. And this is look at this shit. TV right here. This shit is just, and they want to say this is out of context. This is a place built for fucking. You just turn the TV on while you recovering, nigga. You sit over here, you break the weed up, get high, and then you come back over and you fuck some more. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Who they think they talking to? A grown ass man. Look at this shit. You mean to tell me a man will pay to stay in one of these rooms with his girl and be okay if he didn't smash? I don't like, what are we talking? That's what just makes me so mad about this, is to sit here and be like, oh nah, y'all just taking this out of context. Nigga, y'all at a fuck hut. Pet friendly. Look at this shit. Had a champagne shit sitting over here. Turn the fire pit on. I guess you could take the dog right here. Bro, these niggas got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Who does Mike Vrabel think he talking to? I just happened to see this bitch here. I'm sure you did, my nigga. Look at this. This is one of the craziest fucking hotel room views of all time. Of all time. So give me some layman terms. What does that mean? What does all of that mean? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but what does it mean? When I say security, it don't even matter what the airspace is. I guarantee on-site security is different. On-site security, guarantee that shit different. I wouldn't imagine like it'd be exactly, Scott. There we go. There we go. And even if they ain't got nothing active, a drone would be a big deal to them. Like that would set off a panic on the property. Yeah, you could. Oh, you absolutely could, but how grainy is that gonna be? And what are you catching? You know what I mean? Unless you was catching them fucking. Because here's the crazy part. A lot of that shit be to keep fans out. These are, you know, places where they want to go and not worry about, like, they sitting here chilling. They don't have to worry about nobody really ruining their day. Even if they stumble across somebody who know who they are, they're super rich, so it ain't gonna be no thing like that. These niggas, that's why it was just shocking to me when I first heard the shit, where I was like, wait, so you got caught at the fucking Sybaris talking about, oh no, it wasn't even like that. No, it was like that. it was like that.
So that's the head coach of the defending AFC champions giving a one-line denial and hoping the whole thing just goes away. Russini's statement is the one I want you to pay attention to because it's doing something very specific here. She told Page 6 that the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day, and she added that, like most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and other venues. Then
the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day. So when you say 6 people, was this 3 other couples? See, if you was going to use this, you had to use an odd number. You should have said the 3 other people. Like most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and other venues. True. And this is what I try to explain to people, where it's like, had I seen them at Roof Chris, I know some of y'all be like, well, Roof Chris is a restaurant you only take your girl and shit to. Yeah, but it's not odd for people to have business dinners there and it be not romantic, especially in the media and professional sports. If you ever wanted to really catch somebody famous or shit in your town, just go to a Roof Chris or some shit on some night. You'll catch somebody at some point. No joke. And so, had they been like there, Your typical restaurant you would think is just like a romantic restaurant or even just like a downtown hotel, then I could see her saying this. Y'all got caught at a honeymoon resort. This wasn't fucking Roof Chris. You look, we saw the shit y'all was at. That is you want to make a special, you're spending time with your girl. See, this ain't a trip where this ain't one of those, let's just go shopping and let's just catch a movie. This is like, that's a trip to spend time with your girl. You didn't get this place just to fuck her. You got this place to spend time with her. And y'all trying to say it don't look like that. All right, you got it.
The Athletic itself stepped in. Their executive editor, a guy named Steven Ginsburg, gave Page Six a statement saying the photos were misleading and lacked essential context, that these were public interactions in front of many people, and that Dianna is a premier journalist covering the NFL, and they're proud to have her at The Athletic. So The Athletic is publicly backing their reporter, which honestly they kind of had to do. The Patriots didn't have a comment on this situation, and the irony of this is Bill Belichick used to say the most interesting thing in the world is when an organization doesn't have a comment. And right now, the Patriots don't have a comment. Now here's where I want to give some credit. Mike Florio at Pro Football Talk, who is a lawyer by training, which is very important to this situation, wrote about this earlier on Tuesday, and he made the point that I think is the most important one. He said coaches and reporters are entitled to lead their own private lives, and personal business is only the business of the persons involved. But the second both Vrabel and Russini gave statements to the Post, this stopped being a private matter. Once you go on the record, private lives, and personal business is only the business of the persons involved. But the second both...
See, if this was a picture of them in a hotel lobby or at a Roof Chris and they embrace like this, I can see how some people could find it bad, but as somebody who worked in professional media in my life, odds are it was nothing. People do the hugs and the side kisses and all of that shit, and if they ain't seen each other in a while, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times some of these people used to work together like from humble beginnings. So it wouldn't be so far-fetched if you found out that when he was like at the lower tier of his NFL career and she was at her lower tier of her reporting career, they used to help each other out with information and shit like that. And then now they both, he's a coach now and she's this big star reporter now. But that's not where this shit, where they at, that matters so much. It changes the complete context of you holding her hands like this on a rooftop when I know there's a bed right there. There's a bed right there. And you see how high this shit is to where you can't see the bed though? Roof Crips is worth the hype. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I've been to Roof Chris maybe 4 times in my life, and yeah. I vividly remember all. Do you know how good a meal gotta be for you to vividly remember like every moment of a meal you had? Vividly. Yeah. So yeah, I'll take Texas Roadhouse too. Don't get it fucked up, Kendra. I'll take Texas Roadhouse, but that shit there different. I don't either. I don't like the a la carte shit or nothing like that, but it's good than a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Turtle in the cut one time, you know what? Hey, Turtle. Thank you for reminding me, Turtle. So, see the joints, you know, I'm still working in them. But hold on, though. The other ones are out the tear. It was you that hit the cup to get these shoes. Yes, I can't, bro. This is a huge deal. To have some shoes you really, really like, and then they get wore down and you can find the exact ones again. And I promise these motherfuckers may have been worn like once or twice at most. I'm telling you, Kendra, when they bring that sizzling plate out, that shit hit different. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Christy said the shit was like, I want to say that Christy said she felt like the shit was mid. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. But I don't think she really remembers either. That's one of the places we gonna go if we ever get some money like that. Cause like I've been 4 times and I paid one time. I got the damn phone, my other phone. I was getting my data off of it. The one that I broke back in last May. So I have to turn on talkback mode to get it to work. Cause I can't see the screen. But yeah, like Texas Roadhouse is that shit. Yeah, that's Christy's place, bro. Like, she ain't like, because that's what she's gonna measure it up against. That's why I made it funny you said that, because that's literally what Christy's gonna measure it up against. I could take her to any expensive steakhouse, and it's gonna be like, well, I like Texas Roadhouse seasoning better. I just be like, it's cool. Is Texas Roadhouse better than Logan's? Do you have a Logan's? Y'all have Logan's where you have? I know pretty much everybody should have a Texas Roadhouse. That's like Texas Roadhouse is the new Ponderosa. Ain't no one touching them Roadhouse buns. See, because when I was growing up, instead of everybody having Texas Roadhouse, everybody had Ponderosa. And then if you were lucky, you had Ponderosa and Ryan's to choose from. But, you know, you had to be balling and go to Ponderosa and get the steak. You go to Ponderosa and get what? The buffet. Boston. We went to Texas Roadhouse a couple weeks ago. And first of all, Christy don't even like the cinnamon butter, which is insane to me. She'd be like, can I just have some regular butter? Like, what the fuck? Well, whatever. Them damn warm, buttery rolls came to the table, and I couldn't eat one because I'm on my diet. And I had to just sit here and watch them damn. I got on the scale. When I got on the scale at the end of the week and saw that it went down, I was just like, I'm glad I didn't eat them rolls. Because, man, them motherfuckers, I wanted them damn rolls. Yeah, I'm telling, it's not, that's what I try to tell her, Boston. She ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, Boston, sometimes you get the carry out, she be mad as fuck. They give you this big ass tub of it. Like a straight dope fiend tub of that cinnamon butter, which we ain't never finished. But like, if I'd have had that tub when I was like 400-pound me, I'd have finished that bitch. Oh yeah, for sure. I'd have found all types of shit to put that on. I'd have just been making toast, put that shit on. I'd have been dipping pretzels in it, whatever the fuck, nigga. She be mad. She be like, they didn't put any regular butter in here. We're like, you fucking weirdo. They not supposed to. You know how mad I'd be if it was regular butter in here? Yeah, she don't fuck with that shit. That shit crack, bro. Them rolls with that cinnamon butter crack. And I sat there, I ate my plain baked potato, my salad, my steak, and kept it moving. It's the carbs, bro. They put all that bread shit out. See, we are fat. I have the fattest chat in the world. We supposed to be sitting here talking about this slut getting fucked up under the stars on that bed on the roof, but somehow Kendra has sidetracked all of us. And now we talking about steakhouses. Damn it. Yeah, that's what we are, foodies. Yeah, we're not fat. We're just foodies. I love it. This shit makes me laugh. I'm telling you, it's funny because we're fat. This shit made me, because with KS, bro, when I was live at the pizza spot, this shit real life made me laugh because KS saw the pizza and he was like, oh yeah. Yeah, when we hang out, you picking all the food. I was like, damn, can you make me sound like any more of a fat ass? Oh yeah, nah, Shay fat ass, nah. Yeah, let him show you why he fat. Come on, Shay. Number five, what's happening? I just ate my grilled chicken and my baked potato before I came to work. I was thinking about getting some fucking fish though. The damn fish was fire. We really, and the crazy part is we really ain't fat like that. Like we aren't, because there's some channels where you would get shouted down where it's like, bitch, we love McDonald's. Like, what do you mean McDonald's ain't the best food on earth? Hey Scott, I've been thinking about that fish ever since I had that shit. I was like, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks, and I was like, instead of getting my weekly burger, I'm gonna get some fish. That pizza was fire. I ain't gonna lie, my fat ass probably should be picking. They fucking on the roof, and we had to have a time out to talk about food. That's great to me. I love it. Yeah, them catfish nuggets were on point, but that motherfucking perch was next week. Next week. The motherfucking Warriors got to play tonight. That's why I got all this damn nervous energy. I'm not going to game 1. I'm going to try to go game 2. Because I don't get paid before game 1. I get paid before game 2. Just lose tomorrow, damn it. Or tonight. Fuck. My grandma ate whiting too. They ate whiting and perch. They really ate everything. Like, if you've ever really been to a seafood market and see like how they fry fish, like, you know, some places be like, you can buy the fish by the pound raw and then pay them to fry it for you or whatever the fuck. But I can pretty much remember my grandparents eating each type of fish at one point or another. They used to put me on the perch because it had the less amount of bones. Yeah, I won't eat no. Yeah, me neither, Bob. I ain't eating no shit like sardines or mackerel, no shit like that. I'm like, I can eat like if white people frying some fish, I'll let some white people fry me some cod. You can make me a fish sandwich or some shit. White people fried fish sandwiches on point too, but it ain't like a black people fried fish sandwich. Black people fried fish sandwiches literally just putting 2 pieces of white bread on the bottom of the shit and put that scalding hot fish on top. The fish so hot it makes the bread, or when you put the shit on top of the parchment, Makes the bread have that soft but crunchy. Oh, man, we fat. Oh. You can't. The only way you can make bread like that is to put scalding hot fish on top of it. You can't make it out of a toaster on a grill, nothing. It has to be made that way. With some mustard and hot sauce, bro. They were fucking on the roof, bro. And we don't care. Now, Boston, that's the one thing me and Crissy like. I can't wait to get out there because that's all I'm gonna be eating once I get out near that water. I'm just gonna be eating motherfucking lobster and shit the whole time. Is that pronounced crappy? Berg, I swear I was thinking the same thing. Nah, mild sauce goes. What the fuck is my wait? Berg, what the fuck is mild sauce? Wait, what the fuck is mild sauce? See, because you get the option. You get like, you can either go just hot sauce route. You know, some people actually put ketchup and mustard on a motherfucker. You can go the tartar sauce route. What the fuck is mild sauce? Yeah, that sounds like some Chicago shit. Because I'm trying to, now this done fucked up everything. She talking about, I've never heard of nobody putting mild sauce on fish in my life because I don't even know. I need a ruling on what, because when I hear mild sauce, all I can think is taste Taco Bell. Mild sauce is shit for tacos. I ain't never heard of mild sauce on fried fish. Actually, Boston, I'll show you where they ate. That's a great question, Boston. We can see exactly where they ate since we're fat. I still have it queued up. Here's the restaurant right here. Damn, this motherfucker. Man, you know this is some motherfucking rich people. Look how tiny this restaurant is. Mild sauce has to be one of those Dalton things. How come they can't define it though? Berg, can you at least tell us what it is? Is it tomato based? Like, what the fuck is mild sauce? I need a ruling. I'm about to book this room. I'm tired of waiting. Shit, $2,700 on the weekend? What if I go on my birthday? Yes. Cheat time. Get there before my birthday and leave before it gets expensive. See what y'all got. Oh, this shit weak as hell. We're bum po. This shit weak as hell. One of the just 20 certified dark sky communities globally, provides a stellar stargazing experience. Retreat to the secluded rooftop terrace of your atrium where you can relax on the daybed. Relax on the daybed. While the fire pit keeps you warm, witness the breathtaking silhouettes of the iconic Red Rock mountaintops under the vast sea of stars from the visible Perseus and Scutum. I don't even scoot them. I don't even know if I said that. Yeah, I fucked that up. I'm quite certain. The Intimate Star atriums, centrally located on the property, offer resort views and easy access to Restaurant 41 and the Pool Oasis, and also provides you a day bed to blow her fucking back out under the stars. Stars. That's the weak room. Creekside Atrium. Oh shit, so they got the Raphael tub. This one comes with a glass shower with dual rain heads. So you can watch her butt naked in the shower. Or you, I guess, butt naked in this well. I don't know what to call this. So this is one of the better ones, it appears. They all look kind of the same though. Yeah, like this is you taking this out of context. We were just sitting up here on a fire pit, like with a glass of wine with a fruit tray, gazing at the stars and the mountains. Like, come on, man. Sheesh. You guys need to get your minds out of the gutter. This is gaslighting on a level I ain't never seen before. Going back to this has made it worse. Look, what's the first thing you notice about this picture? I want to see if y'all notice what I noticed. The very first thing I noticed. What's the first thing you notice about this picture? He said rich ass white dudes. Intimate. Yellow is not her color. Berg, get off the clock. See, me and Kendra on the exact same page. This looks like all I see is couples in an intimate setting. Glass of wine, leisure outfits, early dinner, like drink at the bar. This the nigga cooking my food? Hey, Nick, can you put a hat on? Oh, yeah, this is $78 a plate. Minimum. A burrito is $24?
Lord Jesus.
A $24 burrito, nigga? Wait, what are we doing? Nigga, breakfast? A Belgian waffle with seasonal berries and maple syrup with micro basil is $23? I know you fucking lying. I'm scared to look at this dinner menu, nigga. In-room dining? Yeah, we'll be right back. Nigga, a $26 starter salad is baby red romaine, Thai basil pea stew, whipped crows goat cheese, Sonoran citrus vinaigrette, crispy shallots, sourdough crumble, $26. Cocoa braised pork belly, mole verde, fava beans, butter braised turnip, toasted pepita chili crunch, cocoa jus, $25. All right. How much is the seared marinated lamb loin? or the seared diver scallops? Wait, prime beef tartare for $32?
Sweetie! Sweetie!
$66 for the scallops. Oh, shit.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
Seared marinated lamb loin, chorizo, and fagioli di contron, heirloom bean ragout, charred spring onion, citrus herb gremolata, preserved lemon, $71. Like, I'm not even taking you here to fuck. I'm only taking you here when fucking is not even into the equation. I can only take you here when that's not in the equation. And I wouldn't be there with no man. Cause if we saw these men on the top of this shit like this, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Market fish. Oh shit. Market fish. Then shut up then, hold up. Shut up, ho. And the lobster is $38. The lobster ain't even got a price on the menu. It just says seasonal. So if I get you lobster and moet, you know what comes after that, right? Grilled shrimp and grits, one of my favorite meals. Wait, $59 for a chicken breast? That motherfucking chicken breast better be juicing like Mark McGuire in the 90s, nigga. Coconut fried rice, charred pineapple relish, pickle Fresno, charred scallion, allspice jus for $59. No, that it's hard to sell me on when you trying to be like a $60 chicken breast. Nigga, this is a chicken breast. You can sell me on all the different type of shit with beef, because there is levels to that shit with beef. This is a chicken breast, bro. Like twice. I wanted to, because she don't look like she get that wet. Wait a minute. Don't worry. Never mind, Boston. Stop. Let me just stop before I get canceled. Grilled shrimp and grits. Marinated shrimp, heirloom grits, peppers, corn manchego, salsa rojo de mariscos, fennel, $55. I don't even like fennel, nigga. Man, all this shit came off the U.S. Foods truck anyway, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Yeah, what the fuck are heirloom grits? Wait. Wait. Roasted mushrooms, leek puree, mascarpone, parmesan, beurre noisette. What is that? Beurre noisette crumble? $52? $52 for leek and mushrooms? I know you fucking lying. First of all, them charging $80 for a filet mignon, I can't believe it's that cheap. With the way all these other prices are, I thought that would have been like $150. This is like hotel room at an expensive hotel price. Like, have you ever seen room service price where it's like, by the time you get to your room, it's like $27 for a hamburger and french fries? He wants you to believe that this was all in the up. Nigga, you was paying all this shit for your side bitch. That's what really be getting niggas in trouble. you can maybe talk your way out of just you fucked up and you fucked some chick and you shouldn't have did it, but like this type of shit's worse than fucking, bro. Spending this type of money on this bitch. Let's see this in-room dining menu from every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So y'all just been fucking and y'all don't even want to come out the room, nigga. Cheese and charcuterie board for $38.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Wait, Berg, I know you didn't see braised collard greens. We saw braised collard greens. Nigga. Braised collard greens with Bueller's pork chop for $70 is no, that's outrageous. Bro, I ain't ever seen collard greens really on a menu where I don't think a lot of black people don't go. It's a pork chop, braised collard greens, sun-choke puree, Granny Smith apple mojo. That sound like weed. Let me get an eighth of sun-choke puree. And let me get an ounce of that Granny Smith apple mojo. And I'm going to do an eighth of the braised collard greens. And that's it. Hold on, nigga. Hold on, we gonna get back to them fucking on the rooftop. I gotta know what type of shit they was eating. Cause they wasn't DoorDashing. I don't think DoorDash really allowed to come up there. They probably that's probably a rule. You can't order DoorDash or Uber Eats. So hold on, is this no, I wanna go back to so this is in-room dining. So you can basically get all this shit in the room as well. Oh, okay, it's just a smaller, few more options, but the same options but fewer. The market fish, soy glaze, confit potatoes, marinated mushrooms, coconut red curry, shellfish sauce, bok choy, market price. Whatever we feel like charging you. That's what market price is. Whatever the fuck we feel like charging you. And he want me to believe that this shit was all on the up and up. All right. Go ahead.
Vrabel and Russini gave statements to the Post. This stopped being a private matter. Once you go on the record, it becomes inherently public. And then Florio added the line that I think is probably the smartest statement that anyone's given about this situation. He said Russini is right that reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and venues, but there's arguably a difference between the interactions depicted in those photos and the usual interaction.
You know what? Let me say this, and I'm glad I get to. I want to do it exactly this way. This is what I love about doing my show. This is why I refuse to do cookie cutter shit. I refuse to do like everybody else and just do it the same way, the cookie cutter way, and all this shit. That's why I love the interactive way of this channel, to where we just have whatever discussion we have, regardless of what's going on. Because trust, if you go back in time enough, you'll see where it all started and where it unraveled to. So I love that shit. And I will never change on that front. Ever. And plus, if I needed to make this shit into a clip, like if I need to make it to a clip, I know how to edit all that shit out seamlessly. Marcus Price is we giving you some whiting, but charging you for top total. And It's like this though. Okay, so here's my question, Potato. When does market price lock in? I'm serious. Is market price locked in when you order, or when you order, could it be at one spot and by the time you check out, it's another? When does the price lock in? So when I decide to order, when do I learn how much it actually costs? Right then? Or do I just go, or you know how they trick you? You know how they really get you? At these type of spots, it's rude to look at your bill. That's how they get rich people. Oh, that's tacky to check the bill. You don't check the bill. No, you don't. You just give them, you don't ask for the check. You just give the card. That's tacky to ask for the check. Tacky? Bitch, I'm going to take the receipt and hand it to my wife so she can also see if it's right too. Javon Barksdale, happy Wrestlemania Friday. Exactly, Kendra. Exactly. That's how they shame you into accepting being ripped off. Oh, nah. Oh, my God. You actually want to check the bill? Yeah, I want to make sure that they got this shit right. Sometimes people make mistakes. I ain't never got nothing like that. I ain't never wanted nothing that bad. Wanted something so bad when I look at it in the menu, it ain't got no price. And I don't think that literally has nothing to do with me having money. I've had enough money in my life to order that shit, and it just never was nothing I wanted to do. I've never been reading the menu. It was like, damn, this looks so good, but fuck it. No, I ain't never thought that. I ain't never said, man, I wish I was rich just so I could get this shit at market price. No. And plus, me and my wife, we like to, we learned that you can like make even bigger lasting feasts if you're willing to make the shit at home. Like seafood boil, yeah, that's an investment if you make it at home, but like it's even more expensive when you eat it out. Man, I don't, bro. That shit was crazy, Aaron. Oh, I know. Hey, Potato. People don't know that. People see. Finally, somebody that understands why. Like when I was working for the like radio station, and Potato, it was like the same thing going to dinner at record label spots. Like if I was ever gonna try it, that's when I would have done it. That's how I've gotten Roof Chris and shit like that. Like a Sony rep come into town, take all the DJs at the radio station to fucking Roof Chris. And just throw the corporate card on the table at the end. Don't even, and yeah. Go, imagine just going to Roof Chris, just you and your girl, let alone you go in there with like 10 people and then you don't even look at the check. You just throw the card on the table. When they come and ask, are they ready for the check? You just hand them the card. Those type of corporate cards. So yeah, Potato understand. I already know, bro. Some people be ordering to go entrees and shit from a Roof Chris to go entree, bro. And they don't say shit. They don't say a damn thing. Cause they just want you to play them records. Now, yeah, her swim attire is appropriate, but they know they not there alone.
Between reporters and sources. For the football fans who don't follow the NFL closely, I want to take a minute to explain who we're actually talking about here, because this isn't just some Joe Schmo with a Twitter account. This is Dianna freaking Russini.
Yeah, this is a real motherfucker.
This isn't some beat reporter. Dianna Russini is not a blogger. She's not someone who just covers one team. Russini is one of the 4 or 5 most plugged in NFL insiders in the entire industry. If you live and breathe football, or if you happen to be a psychopath that sleeps with an Apple Watch so your editors and your sources could wake you up if anything crazy happens, you turn on your post notifications on X for this woman. She spent
Nigga, you are insane if you do that. You have to have off the clock hours and trust God. It's okay. I had to learn this. I had to learn it's okay to not be on call for an hour or 2 a day. It's okay. But I understand you, bro.
8 years at ESPN, where she was a regular face on Get Up and SportsCenter. She left ESPN in 2023 to take a senior role at The Athletic, which is owned by the New York Times. She left by her own telling because she wanted more responsibility and a bigger platform, and that's exactly what she got. When Russini reports something about an NFL team, it moves the market. Her tweets get aggregated by every other outlet within minutes. When she goes on a podcast, the podcast becomes the story. She is, for all intents and purposes, the kind of reporter that NFL front offices actively use to plant stories, leak intentions, and shape narratives, which, by the way, is
Hey nigga, that's like the worst picture of her I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucked up how people will know that they've taken pictures unflattering and just like, bro, you know that's a fucked up picture. Why you do that?
true of every insider at her level. That's how this part of the business works. Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Jay Glazer, Jeff Darlington, Dianna Russini, these people don't just report news, they are part of the news cycle. Now here's the piece you need to file away for the next section. Russini has been covering Mike Vrabel as a head coach since 2018, going back to his time with the Tennessee.
This is where it gets bad for y'all, bro. So now she don't end up looking like, it looked like she earned her way to that fucking resort. You feel what I'm saying? It's one thing, it was like, oh man, yeah, I just splurged on that shit. Now it's like y'all have known each other. Like I said, they fucking knew each other when they were smaller. Now they in different
Titans. That's a 7-year working relationship between a reporter and a source. 7 years of phone calls, text messages, off-the-record conversations, on-the-record interviews. That is not a casual professional connection. That is one of the longer reporter-source relationships in the modern NFL media landscape. And in her own words, in her own statement today, Russini described what she does as interacting with sources away from the stadiums and other venues. Mike Vrabel is a source. Okay guys, here's where this stops being a page 6 story and starts being a football story, so lock in. If I asked you right now, who's been the loudest voice this entire offseason connecting AJ Brown to the New England Patriots, what would you say? The answer is Dianna Russini, and it's not even close. Let me walk you through this because the timeline is actually wild once you pay attention. On March 6th, Russini reports that the Patriots have, quote, poked around on AJ Brown. She also reports that the Eagles are holding firm on a steep asking price. That's the first major pebble in the pond. Every other outlet in the country picks it up and cites her. 1 week later, March 13th, Russini doubles down. She reports that the Patriots and the Rams are both making strong pushes, that both teams are showing heavy interest, and that nothing has been agreed to.
This bitch is pillow talking her way to top tier exclusives. Imagine if we found out that Shams was fucking some bitch and get like fucking a couple bitches to get all the information. Hey man, I wish Cub was here, bro. He would feel me, bro. If it was Shams out here piping some chicks to get all the info he get, cause like this is what we're finding out with her, bro. This shit crazy.
Yet, but negotiations are ongoing. Now she's not just passing along a rumor, now she's framing the entire trade market for one of the biggest available wide receivers in football. Then, a few days after that, she reports that the Eagles will not trade AJ Brown at this time. But there's an important detail. She's the one who supplies the timeline. She tells everybody that if a trade does happen, it would likely heat up closer to June 1st, and she explains why. She breaks down the dead cap math, $43 million if the Eagles trade him before June 1st, $16.4 $4 million if they wait until after. That exact number, has been repeated by every NFL outlet for the last 3 weeks, and it came from Dianna Russini. So just to recap, across roughly 2 weeks in early to mid-March, the senior NFL insider at The Athletic became the single biggest source on the A.J. Brown to New England Patriots story. She's the one putting them in the conversation. She's the one supplying the timeline. She's the one giving you the financial math. She's the one keeping the story alive on dead news days when nothing else is happening. And then, on Saturday, March 28th, exactly...
That's crazy, bro. But look, Bob, how crazy is that? That like, cause they've talked to Mike, we talked to Mike Vrabel. It's like, on the phone and shit like that, and he know. And it's like, and then Mike Vrabel trying to get AJ Brown so bad that he laying around fucking Dianna Russini and telling her directly what's going on. That's, bro, like, what the fuck, bro?
2 weeks after her last big AJ Brown to the Patriots scoop, she's photographed alone with Mike Vrabel at a luxury resort in Sedona, Arizona. Breakfast on the patio, pool, hot tub, hand-holding, hugging, dancing on a rooftop bungalow that night. And I'm not asking you whether they're sleeping together. To be honest, I genuinely don't care.
I don't care either, but they are.
But I'm asking you something much simpler and way more important. Where did the AJ Brown to the Patriots reporting come from? Who was the source? Because if you're a Patriots fan, you spent the last month getting excited about the possibility of bringing in a top 5 wide receiver in football. If you're an Eagles fan, you've spent the last month watching your front office's leverage get systematically chipped away in public. If you're a rival GM around the league, you've been making decisions about your own roster based on what you thought was happening in New England. And now we find out that the reporter delivering all of that information was, 2 weeks after her last scoop, on a private getaway with the head coach of the team she was reporting on, holding his hand. So when Russini says reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and other venues, yeah, Dianna, obviously they do, but not like this. Not for a full day at a luxury resort in Sedona while you are also publishing his trade market for him. Let's zoom out for a second.
Like, that's insanity, bro.
I want to be fair to both of these people, and I want to be fair to you guys as my viewers. The version of this story that defenders of Russini and Vrabel are going to push is that this is how the NFL insider business has always worked. Reporters and sources have relationships.
Y'all ain't shit for including this in the B-roll, bro. This picture does not need to be in the B-roll. Like, it's just something about this picture that needs to be removed from the B-roll. Please. Like, it makes motherfuckers get to asking questions they probably shouldn't be asking. You know what? Y'all know what y'all doing.
They have trust.
Joy.
They have years of history. They text each other. They call each other. Sometimes they get drinks. Sometimes they're at the same hotel during owners' meetings or scouting events or the combine. Vrabel was reportedly in Tempe that week on an Arizona State scouting visit. Russini was reportedly in town for a hiking trip with friends. People in the same business cross paths. That's the defense. And honestly, some
Whoever was spying on them stayed there. I mean, because look at this shot. That's a shot, bro. That is a spy shot. You're caught. Damn cats.
of that is true. The insider economy in the NFL is built on relationships, and the best reporters in the business have spent decades cultivating sources at every level of every front office. That's not a scandal, that's just journalism. But here's the problem, and it's a problem that has nothing to do with anybody's marriage. When the source relationship becomes visible in this specific way, when the photos exist.
See, you hear how he's reporting. See, look.
That's just journalism. But here's the problem, and it's a problem that has nothing to do with anybody's marriage. When the source relationship.
So look, and I'm being serious, and I ain't trying to be. I'm not trying to be like on no shit, like for real. But there's a reason why this nigga's like reporting it this way. And there's a simple thing that he doesn't know because he hasn't done the research we did, you know, no big deal. He doesn't realize that these are beds right here. He doesn't realize that this picture was them standing right next to a fucking bed with a fire pit. You see the tubes and shit right here, or somebody was probably, you know, maybe on another one, set up some camera or some shit. He don't have the aerial shot because I guarantee if people knew that there was bed right there, they would get less of the benefit of the doubt than they were getting immediately. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Why you gotta check everything, even when it doesn't seem like it have any value.
Relationship becomes visible in this specific way when the photos exist, when they are not public, when they show two people who are in business with each other looking like two people who are very much not just in business with each other.
Yes, this doesn't look like, even though they're not touching each other, this still looks a bit too casual.
The entire reporting product gets called into question retroactively. All of it. Every AJ Brown to the Patriots tweet for.
Because here's my question that nobody will ask, seems to ask. Okay, if y'all wasn't there with each other fucking or staying the night or any of that shit, then explain to me who you were there with, Vrabel, and explain to me who you were there with, Russini. That's the only way it would make sense.
From the last 2 months now has an asterisk next to it. Not because we have proof of anything that was
well, that phone ringing is a good thing, Joy. When they stop calling is the problem.
unethical, because we don't, but because we now have a reasonable question that we did not have yesterday. Was this reporting, or was this just a head coach using a friendly insider to shape his own narrative? Was Vrabel telling Russini what to write? Was he leaking the Patriots' real intentions, or was he using her to plant a smokescreen and drive up Philly's asking price? Was the dead cap math being supplied by Vrabel himself? We don't know, and that not knowing is the problem. And it's not just AJ Brown. Russini has been on the Next Pat's podcast with Phil Perry talking trade strategy specifically about Vrabel and the Patriots. She's been the source on the Patriots' trade interest in defenders, on running back depth, on Patriots cap space deployment, on Patriots free agency direction. She has been, for the entirety of the offseason, the most influential national voice on what the Patriots are doing. And the head coach of New England was holding her hand at a hot tub 2 weeks ago. Now think,
like, that's, bro, these motherfuckers work so hard to get in the positions they are in, and they get so reckless after a while.
think of this from the New England Patriots perspective. If you are Howie Roseman, you are sitting in your office wondering one specific thing. You are wondering whether your trade leverage on the biggest movable asset on your roster has been getting drip fed into the public square through a back channel that runs directly to the head coach of one of your most...
Yeah, well, my thing is, I definitely think it's definitely a mutual thing. I don't even think either one has to manipulate the other, where it's just like they just... As fucked up as this is sound to some people, like, them fucking might not even be the main course. He get to plant stories in the media and shit that he need out there or that he want out there, narratives, whatever the fuck, through her. And what does she get in return? Exclusive, top tier content for herself. They probably downright been going together because it's been so for so many years. They've apparently been doing this shit. Well, and when I say doing this shit, that's just the helping each other in the media. Who knows the other shit?
Aggressive bidders. That is a real football consequence. That
definitely
is not
goes
gossip.
back to the
That
money
is a
for
question
sure.
every front office in the league is asking each other on group chats right now. And it's a question that does not go away just because Mike Vrabel says the photos are laughable. So here's what I'm watching over the next 48 to 72 hours, and you should be watching for the same things. 1, does Robert Kraft or anyone in the Patriots organization make a real statement, or do they keep saying no comment? Because no comment can only...
Hold on.
lasts so long when your head coach is the lead story on every NFL Twitter account in America. 2, does the Athletics stand by their initial statement, or do they quietly take Russini off of the Patriots beat? Watch the bylines over the next 2 weeks. If Russini's name disappears from Patriots coverage, that tells you everything you need to know about what they actually think happened. 3, does the AJ Brown to Patriots reporting suddenly start coming from somebody else if Adam Schefter or Ian
Hold on, y'all.
Rappaport picks up the story from here on out and Russini goes silent on it, that's a tell. That's the league quietly cleaning up. And 4, and this is the one that I'm personally watching the hardest, does Howie Roseman or anybody in the Eagles building say a single word about this on the record? Because if Philadelphia decides to push back, this story doesn't end this week. It ends in June. Let me know what you guys think about this story in the comment section down below. Aside from that,
oh, we going right to the next bit. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm back.
I know how to do crisis PR, except once in a while, you do a statement that it turns out doesn't work. You know where this ends. It ends with her contract not being renewed by the Athletic.
The investigation leads to the point where they think, well, maybe she wasn't being completely truthful with us. And when you throw in the fact that the contract runs until August, you just kick the can and move on.
a week ago, Page Six dropped paparazzi photos of Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini at a luxury resort in Sedona, Arizona. We made a video on it, and at the time, Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel said that there were 6 people with them at that resort. 2 days later, 3 eyewitnesses contradicted their official story. A timeline surfaced showing that they worked the same hotel together for 4 straight days. So we made a second video on that. About 90 minutes before I started recording this, Dianna Russini officially resigned from The Athletic. Not sidelined, not suspended, not stepping back temporarily or taking a leave of absence. She resigned. She submitted her letter of resignation to Athletic executive editor Steven Ginsburg. She posted that letter publicly to Twitter. And as of this afternoon, the senior NFL insider for The Athletic, one of the highest paid reporters at the entire New York Times company, is no longer employed there.
Yeah, you better quit before we fire your dog ass.
This is the biggest moment of the entire story, and today I'm going to walk you through exactly what her resignation letter says, because the language she used is doing a lot of work that nobody is going to point out. I'm going to show you why the New York Times sidelining her on Saturday made this resignation almost inevitable, and I'm going to tell you about the one detail TMZ revealed about how these photos got published in the first place, because TMZ themselves passed on them before Page Six ever ran them, and that part of the story has not been told correctly anywhere. I'm also going to clean up a specific detail I got wrong in part 2, because I wanted to make sure you guys got all the facts about the story, so make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on this crazy storyline, and let's get to today's video. It's time for the NBA They were dancing on a rooftop. Both of these individuals are married to other people, although a clip went viral of Dianna Russini completely roasting her husband.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
So when these
She's like the worst bitch ever, bro. Like, she's like the worst ever, bro. Like, hold on, let me show y'all this. I need to see this. Yeah, I forgot. That just reminded me. I forgot to show y'all something very important with Dianna Russini. Can we get a timestamp here? Ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. All right.
About them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband, because it's just, I had that much fun. It was, well, not like that, but like.
I did things in Miami I haven't told my husband. I had that much fun.
She belongs to the streets.
You know my marriage is falling apart. My mom. No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband, because it's just, I had that much fun. It was, well, not like that, but like, I knew he would judge the kind of partying I was doing. I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth. It's for 12 days. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to eat. My family's going to hate me. My husband's going to threaten divorce. But we've signed up for this, and we're getting divorced at the end of the year. We've never been more disconnected in our lives. Our text messages look like two robots.
Love you. Any of that? Love you. Love you too.
No, not even an emoji. And so the night before my wedding, I remember Jimmy was great. He made like a funny joke like, hey, it's the night before your wedding. You sure you want to do this? And I'm thinking, like, of all the people in my life that I'm going to talk to the night before my wedding, the one guy my dad wanted me to, or my mom wanted me to marry, was Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a
Like, I'm not surprised this bitch was pillow talking fucking NFL coaches. Clee was happening. Like, this bitch is what, bro? She's wild, bro. Nigga, my husband's average, nigga. I don't post him a lot. Damn. Ugly motherfucker.
These two got caught. Their official defense was they were part of a group of 6 friends. The problem with this statement is the Ambiente Resort isn't a resort that you go with 6 friends. It's a resort that's primarily known as a romantic getaway. This is a resort that flexes how many people get proposed to here. And to make things even worse, 3 eyewitnesses publicly contradicted what they said. So the Athletics' first move was to defend Dianna Russini. After all, this is like their version of Adam Schefter. But within 72 hours, they completely switched their stance.
At best, Aaron.
That's where we were on Saturday. Everything since then is what I'm about to tell you. So here's the biggest development in the entire story, and I want to walk through it carefully because it's probably the most important development in this entire story. On Friday afternoon, Front Office Sports reported that The Athletic was probing Dianna Russini's explanation of the photos. That was the very first crack in all of this. Sources told Front Office Sports that The Athletic was pressing for proof of Russini's claim that there were 6 people there, and that in the day
Hey, Dianna, come here. Hey, you said it was 6 people. Hey, prove it was 6 people there. I said, prove 6 people there. I said, prove 6 people were in that bitch. Was there 6 people there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Besides you and Mike Vrabel.
Barely.
Since the story was published, there had been no public evidence to support it. That was from Friday, and that was originally a leak. It wasn't something that was publicized. But on Saturday, it became official. ESPN confirmed with their own sourcing that The Athletic is reinvestigating Russini's coverage and the nature of a relationship with Mike Vrabel. And then later that same day, the New York Times, which owns The Athletic, publicly confirmed the investigation on the record. Now, per the New York Times' own confirmation, and I want to say this as precisely as I can, the nature of Russini's relationship with Mike Vrabel and her coverage of him are both being reviewed. And this is probably the most important part of this entire video. She will not be reporting while this investigation is underway. That is the New York Times, in their own words, publicly saying that they're pulling their biggest senior NFL insider off of the job while she's being investigated for a potential improper relationship. This isn't Dianna Russini saying that she's stepping away to focus on herself. This isn't even a suspension. She is publicly off of the job during the biggest week of the entire NFL offseason.
She gone.
The week leading up to the 2026 NFL draft. And here's the part that I think is the most devastating. The New York Times...
Look at them pants she's sitting there wearing interviewing this nigga. Look at them shoes she got on. She got the smallest calves I've ever seen in my life.
Specifically cited The Athletic's editorial guidelines in their confirmation. Those guidelines require that their journalists avoid, and I'm quoting directly here, any activities that pose a conflict of interest or the appearance of a conflict so as to not call into question their credibility. New York Times on the record is publicly citing the specific rule about the appearance of a conflict as the reason that they're investigating Dianna Russini. They would not cite that rule if they did not think it applied. They would not pull her off reporting if they did not think the appearance existed. In one sentence, the New York Times has publicly admitted that an appearance of a conflict of interest between Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel potentially exists. Compare that to where we were on Tuesday. On Tuesday, the same Athletic executive editor, Steven Ginsburg, was telling Page 6 that the photos were misleading and lack essential context, and that Dianna was a premier journalist. 4 days later, his own parent company is telling the public that the appearance of a conflict exists. That is a complete institutional reversal in 96 hours. And in media, 96 hours is a lifetime. That was Saturday. The New York Times said that she would not be reporting during the investigation.
Bro, that shit fell apart so fast. Them niggas was like, yeah, we got her back. I was like, all right. And then next thing you know, it accelerated quickly.
Byline disappeared, the institutional hammer fell, and then this afternoon, Tuesday, April 14th, exactly 1 week to the day after Page Six published the photos, the investigation got its answer. Dianna Russini posted on Twitter that she submitted her letter of resignation to Steven Ginsberg, the executive editor of The Athletic, and then she posted the letter herself. Per Front Office Sports, who broke it within minutes, she's out, effective immediately. I want you to read the key parts of this resignation letter because the language she chose tells you everything about how she wants this story to be remembered. And it's really important that
Jennifer, what's happening?
You hear it from her own words. Here's the first part. I have covered the NFL with professionalism and dedication throughout my career, and I stand behind every story I have ever published. I want you to note that she is publicly defending every story that she's ever filed, including the A.J. Brown to the Patriots reporting, at the same moment that she's resigning. That's a deliberate move. Then she writes, when the Page Six item first appeared, the Athletic supported me unequivocally. They expressed confidence in my work and pride in my journalism. For that, I am grateful. In the days that followed, unfortunately, commentators in various media have engaged in self-feeding speculation that is simply unmoored from the facts. Moreover, this media frenzy is hurtling forward without regard for the review process The Athletic is trying to complete. She's blaming the media, and I guess people like me. Specifically, she's blaming commentators who she says are speculating.
I don't know why you blaming them. They haven't done a good job really reporting on it. They not even letting everybody know that y'all was standing there taking a picture next to a bed.
Without facts. I'll let you decide what you guys think about the framing, because over the last week, this channel and a lot of channels have been telling you what we know based off of Page Six's own witnesses, her own statements, her own past coverage, and her own employer's actions. Whether that counts as self-feeding speculation unmoored from the facts is really up for you guys to decide in the comment section. And then the closer. Russini says, rather than allowing this to continue, I have decided to step aside now before my current contract expires on June 30th. I do so not because I accept the narrative that has been constructed around this episode, but because I refuse to lend it further oxygen or to let it define me or my career.
Which means the exact same thing.
So I want you to notice two things in this closer. One, her contract was already going to expire on June 30th. That's about 10 weeks away. So she's not walking away from years of guaranteed money. She's walking away from 10 weeks of a contract that was already ending. Two, she explicitly says that she does not accept the narrative and she's leaving on her own terms. That's the framing she wants. I did nothing wrong. The media made this impossible and I am leaving because I refuse to participate. That's her side of it. Word for word. You could decide what you think there. Here's a detail that was buried in ESPN's reporting that almost nobody is talking about. And I think it's the most important piece of context for understanding how serious this investigation actually is. Per ESPN sourcing at The Athletic, Dianna Russini is among the highest paid reporters at the entire New York Times company. So this isn't just The Athletic, guys. This is the entire New York Times we're talking about, which means she's among the highest paid journalists in a company that employs hundreds of reporters across its flagship newsroom, its sports coverage, and its international desk. Now think about what that actually means. When a major media company publicly puts one of its most valuable employees under investigation on the record, in writing, they're not doing that casually. They are not doing that to perform concern. Companies do not publicly torture.
Look at this bitch.
High value assets over photos when they think that they're innocent. They protect those people. They defend those people. They issue statements saying, we stand by our reporter, and then they move on, which is exactly what The Athletic tried to do a week ago. The fact that they reversed course within 4 days and did it publicly tells you something very specific. It tells you that somewhere inside the New York Times company, somebody looked at what they had, maybe the photos, maybe Russini's past coverage, maybe the clip montage of her shitting on her husband.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too. I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm gonna be divorced by Christmas.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. We've signed up for this, and we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
Stop. Breaking news. Don't say that.
It's hard. He doesn't even know who I am right now. We've never been more disconnected in our lives. Our text messages look like two robots. Hello, hello.
Just going through the motions.
Is he getting? Yes. Boys alive.
Insider in the divorce.
Bro, this clip montage is so long. They looked at all this and
There's something he's missing though. There's something else they saw. There's something else they saw.
Incoming!
I just want to be MILF.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. And we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
But I also don't want to put my butt on them. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
I don't know how it's possible, but we got more receipts on Dianna Russini.
I like couples like JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Remember, this is really dating me. I remember as a kid loving watching them, seeing the videos of them like fighting in the park. Apparently, I'm not for love. I prefer couples trying to kill each other because that's what I relate to. Like, we fight a lot in this house. So I think those are the type of couples I gravitate towards. The lovey-dovey ones aren't really my style.
Crissy Froyd opened up about her experiences with Dianna Russini, mentioning that Dianna got into fights with other reporters in a Chili's parking lot about hooking up with married NFL coaches. There's proof that this is...
Did you see that? This bitch got in a fight with another reporter in a Chili's parking lot because she was fucking another NFL coach. Allegedly. I want to first of all say that I am so thankful an outlet does have the audacity to do a story on Dianna Russini being called out. She deserves to have been. And all of us who know, all of us do know what she's been up to. From fights with other reporters in Chili's parking lots about hooking up with married NFL coaches to everything else. It is almost certainly all true. It was the worst kept secret in the NFL reporting world for a while. And they said the coach was Sean McVay. They said she was fucking Sean McVay too. She's a fuck.
About hooking up with married NFL coaches. There's proof that this is possibly true. You wouldn't guess the coach. And the story goes that two reporters got into a fight outside of a chain restaurant.
My favorite Sean McVay story is that one time two reporters got into a drunken fist fight outside a chain restaurant at the then Redskins training camp because McVay was hooking up with both of them and neither knew it. Nigga, this was 2022. Nigga, this bitch is a straight slut.
From the streets did she emerge, into the street she will return.
Do I smell a whore?
She belongs to the streets.
Dianna Russini been a hoe, nigga. This crazy to me. This shit is so hilarious. And I've been telling everybody, bro, these girls that don't really know nothing about sports, you gotta wonder what the fuck are they doing around. And Dianna Russini is not like no sports genius, but she up there.
Because Sean McVay was hooking up with both of them. The rumor was that it was Britt McHenry and Dianna Russini. Dianna Russini was also accused of providing sexual favors to a Washington Redskins general.
Report Wednesday that Jessica McClellan, the wife of Redskins general manager Scott, accused ESPN reporter Dianna Russini on Twitter of exchanging sexual favors for information and for being her husband's side chick.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Nigga, she been a hoe.
Manager. The general manager's wife called out Dianna Russini for being her husband's side chick. This isn't even a rumor, but if we are following the breadcrumbs of Dianna Russini, any coach that she's mentioning a lot should be in question. Like Brian Dabble. She was all over his stories. None of her colleagues have come to her defense.
Just give it to me straight. What's going on here?
Well, let's just say in the court of public opinion, Dianna Russini was screwed from the very moment those photos of her and the coach were posted last week, allegedly, of them perhaps having a little bit more than just a reporter and a coach relationship. But, you know, all joking aside, the bottom line is that, you know, when you're talking about journalism and the fact of her job being a reporter and especially an NFL insider as she is,
sometimes you got to fuck for the info.
It kind of comes with a pretty strict code of conduct, which includes avoiding putting yourself in these kind of situations. And it kind of caught up to her. She knew that she was, whether right or wrong, no matter what, if she did anything wrong, the sheer perception of it, especially in the social media age, was even.
And the crazy part is, I think what made her resign is, I think there's worse pictures than the ones we got to see.
Eventually going to catch up to her. And unfortunately for Russini, it did. And now, as we know earlier today, she ended up stepping down. It's been also very interesting that even when the initial story came out, The Athletic originally had her back and said that we believe her story. But none of her colleagues, especially female ones, really came to her defense. Now, I don't know if that means that they know that there was something more there, or perhaps that
we shall get to that.
They're kind of just not happy with her, and this is what we're hearing from a lot of female journalists right now, is that she might put them in a bad situation.
Yeah, I don't think that they appreciate a female reporter doing this, because then the implication for all of her colleagues is that they are somehow doing this. However.
Exactly. But here's the problem, though. Here's the MFing problem, though.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Maybe it's a stretch, Bob. This ain't even one I want. That's a new one we gotta look at. No, I don't like that. Too many ads. Well, I guess I will. So look. This chick gets fired. What did she say? Where's her tweet from? Where's the original tweet go? Hold on. Did you guys see what she got fired for? It was the most like, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me. Let's see. All right, I got it. I got it. So peep this. So Dianna Russini tweeted out her resignation. Oh, girl retweeted it. And she said, I'm sure you were told to submit this or that you get fired instead. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We know who you really are and what you've been up to for years. It does so much detriment to women in sports who have done things the right way. And they fired her for saying that. This is the chick that got fired. They fired her for saying that. I'm confused. How come a girl gets to be allowed to resign and she just gets flat out fired? Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We know who you really are and what you've been up to for years. It does so much detriment to women in sports who have done things the right way. And this is what I've always said. This is why I be like, man, you're not going to shame me for calling out these whores who fuck their way to the top. You're never going to shame me on that. Because it's a detriment to women to uphold these women as some type of pillars. What they talking about, she was fucking with a coach now. Wait, so y'all trying to say, how can she say something about her fucking a coach when she fucked a college quarterback? Nigga, that's not the same thing. Oh my God, bro. Y'all, the shit y'all trying to do to Crissy Froyd is crazy. Crissy Froyd told the truth about this bitch being a whore, and now look how y'all trying to do her, bro. Y'all niggas is wild, bro. This is wild to me. Basically, the reason they gave her for being fired, here, let me see if they put it in here. From fights with other reporters in Chili's parking lots about hooking up with married NFL coaches to everything else, it is almost certainly all true. It was the worst kept secret in the NFL reporting world for a while. The reporter also claimed she declined the opportunity for Russini to act as her mentor at one point due to her alleged track record. Look at these whorish outfits she just be wearing, bro. Quote, I can honestly say I have never slept with a player or coach for professional gain. And that's why I'm like, to say that she dated a quarterback, that nobody's saying that Russini can't date an NFL coach or no shit. She's fucking some married man and she's fucking multiple coaches to fuck her way to the top. Like, stop. What do you, like, y'all, bro, y'all be gaslighting. Quote, Dianna cannot say the same. That's where the difference is, end quote. Shit. But destroyed like Ruth Chris. Here we go. Oh no, nigga. Nigga, if you don't come get a lint roller from for your back, nigga, shit. This nigga back threw me off. Makeup is witchcraft. How do you go from this to this? Make this make sense to me. While some have celebrated Russini's downfall, sportscaster Michelle Beadle sent a scathing warning to female sports people who were criticizing the mom of two. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Quote, what I find here interesting is the number of female sports people who have felt very comfortable in getting out there and blasting specifically her, end quote. Niggas, Michelle Beadle, shut the fuck up. It only is when it's a girl, and then y'all always trying to do that sisterhood shit with other girls. Oh, you ain't shit if you calling her out for being a whore. Like, ain't no man coming out saying no shit like this. There are no prominent men coming out and be like, yeah, man. All you male sports people talking about Mike Vrabel cheating on his wife, bro. Like, you doing that shit specifically to him. She looks like a whole different motherfucker without that makeup. She could have said so much worse, and she didn't. In USA Today, they fired her because they said, like, you said that shit and people tie you to us. And I'm just like, so because some people, so I'm like, so you hold the right to just fire anybody you want based off of that. So if you say something on your personal Twitter and some people don't like it, if they feel like enough people don't like it, they can just fire you. And that's basically what they said. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Yeah. Sure. It has the definition I always said it was. Sounds like the most diabolical pair of panties you ever heard in your life. But that's just my opinion. Hey man, I'm about to get ready to go catch wrestling. I had to come talk about this whole bro. Crissy Froyd needs to get her job back. I hope she do some interviews so we can break something down. Her just being like, I'm glad that the bitch that makes all women look bad by fucking her way to the top. That should scare everybody that Russini is going to land on her feet somehow. Because, yeah, she resigned, but anybody who fucking say anything about them is getting fired. And that just shows you how the fucking media works together. Where they pretend they different by being different channels and shit like this. This ain't even, she didn't even work. It's not even like it's the same company. It'd be different if it was the same company. It was like, all right, you can't say that shit. Like, get up out of here. She worked somewhere else. And she didn't even say it on the clock. She just said it in a fucking tweet. That's crazy to me. Leonard was having. Yup. It sure the fuck is. Them motherfucking people don't understand. Like, they think the only niggas that sign them crazy contracts is like athletes, entertainers, rappers, and shit like that. Bro, you work at certain companies, you sign contracts like that, bro. NDAs, no compete clauses, all types of crazy shit. Where literally they'll have it so if you ever stop working there, you can't work in the same line of business for like 2 years. Which incentivizes you to stay, because the fuck you gonna do for 2 years when you can't do what you've been doing? Anyway, say peace to your boy. I want to say goodnight to your boy, because the rest of y'all probably ain't gonna see me no more. Wrestling folk, I'll see you shortly. Then again, I'm probably lying. Happy Wrestlemania week, indeed. There's supposed to be, I think there's going to be a title change on SmackDown tonight. There's going to be something shocking tonight. It's not going to matter to me. Can they do something this weekend that matters to me? And for the record, I'm boycotting Saudi Arabia WrestleMania. That's a bridge too far for me. I'm boycotting. Tell everybody that now before it's a year from now. Yeah, the end of that shit, but they said this is supposed to be the official. We'll see. Yeah, Bob, it's almost about to hit that Luka Doncic. Yeah, Leonard, I ain't fucking with it. Cause especially it just sounds, it's getting more and more sleazy when you hearing Stone Cold is talking about wrestling. The Rock is talking about wrestling. All for the shake. Nah, nigga, y'all weak as fuck. You niggas going to take that blood money is weak as fuck, nigga. Man, but you should see how much they paying. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't want this shit. I ain't going to perform for the shake. Joy, Scott, Janice, Turtle, Bob, Aaron, GB, Javon Barksdale, Kids Dub. I hadn't really gave it no thought, KS. I ain't gonna lie, but like I had thought about it like the last day or so, and all this fucking news coming out, like all this news has been coming about like that shit next year. I'm like, man, fuck TKO. Fuck, ain't no way I'm reporting on this shit. Ain't no way I'll be watching that shit. You just let me know, because all that shit fake. You can see how that shit's all getting set up. Ain't none of that shit. You know how Mania generally is supposed to set up the following year of wrestling? That shit's not gonna set up anything. You talking about The Rock and Stone Cold gonna have matches and shit like stop, bro. All this shit for the shake. Shit, that's a long time ago. I would ask Bob how many times you done got on his nerves in that time span, but he a liar. So it ain't even worth it. He gonna, simp out. Simp out. So it ain't even worth asking. Deanna? I ain't know if I was coming this afternoon, but I'm glad I made it. I'm glad that we was derailed about them fucking on the roof to have a 45-minute discussion about randomized food. Yeah, Leonard. Bob was gonna simp out on me. That's what Bob do. He gonna simp out. I know nothing. Yeah, I hear you, Chief. Well, I'm glad you made it back from Tornado Watch safely. It was a pleasant. That's why I love doing this show, bro. The format is bendy. It goes with the flow. Shit, it ain't nothing but like 30 to 50 of us anyway. Why the fuck we gotta be sitting over here catering to some shit that may never happen? Because that's what most people do. They cater their shit to the next subscriber. It's like the rest of you niggas is here. We're always trying to cater to the next subscriber. Like, nah, we catering to us. Shit, especially now with the channel being dead and shit, we gonna cater, we gonna talk about the fuck we want. And if you don't like it, man, get the fuck out. Shit. Now, before we go, look, man, Jed need $56,000, bro. Can we get that? Hey, y'all, look, it's 22 of y'all in here. Before y'all all sign, don't leave. Please don't leave. Can we get this 50? Look, bro, all we need, all we got to do is get Jed 56 bands, bro. Please. Like, don't be like this. Like, do you not want this nigga to take over the teens? We talking youth like Anderson. Jed, I tried to get the money from him. I guess it's your turn.
I am a millionaire.
Oh my God. Yes.
A millionaire. But I didn't come to talk about how I'm a millionaire, even though I am a millionaire. Woo! I have a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a G-Wagon, 6 Teslas, but who cares about all the extremely nice, luxurious cars that I have, that I drove here today? And my houses are gigantic. I have a house in every single country. But that's not the point. The point is, you can have what I have if you believe that you can. I believe I can. You can get rich in 4 easy steps. Step 1, drop out of college. Fuck college. You don't get rich by going to college. You get rich by getting rich. That makes so much sense. Step 2, you can do it. How was that a step? Step 3. Step 4. He didn't even say anything. Buy my program, Eat, Sleep, Rich, for $7,000.
Yes, amazing. I'm gonna buy it.
Become your true
amazing.
self.
I have it.
Financial freedom success, opportunities, determination. Ferraris, Tesla, rich, rich, rich.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. Wave your hands from side to side and say, oh, I believe in Joe Hendry. In Joe Hendry and the prestigious one.
God is great. Wrestlemania week. I believe in Joe Hendry, bro.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dap me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray.
And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction? Or is it the
I ain't nothing but a big ass kid, and it's gonna always stay that way, bro.
But only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
I'm petty.
What I can be for you. What I can be for you. You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see.
Happy Friday again.
What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
Come on, Warriors, lose.
What I can be for you.
Or win, fuck it.
What I can be for you.
Fuck it, Wardell dropped 50 tonight, fuck it.
What I can be for you.
Fuck it, Wardell, 50 piece. Come on to Oklahoma. We don't need that draft pick. Now these niggas gonna lose. Man, y'all get on my fucking nerves.
Crushed it.
God is great. Hey, at least win or lose, I'll be happy. At least if we lose, I'll save a lot of money though.
Factor this in. I got 15 in the first. That was easy. Wasn't doing nothing. It was easy. I was just.
What 81 you talking about?
Kobe's 81.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
Kobe's 81. Kobe's 81.
We appreciate
Kobe's
y'all for tuning
81.
in. Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCown, Cemetery Larry. We did it. Out the mud.
I'm a fucking bitch.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You gotta pee?
It's all right. No,
You got it, Jess.
You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull
side.
on your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay. Have fun.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.